Alrighty. Yay. All right.
Hmm.
Welcome. Thank you, Kristen, so much for this event. I'm so excited. I know a lot of the other girls are as well. So thank you so much.
Yeah, super excited to be able to hold this space. I want to just do like a couple, like if folks feel called to create some kind of like have a candle, have an incense, like something that makes this space feel kind of sacred, ritually, that helps you kind of anchor into the space, please feel free to do that. I know I like to get like the elementals either around me or near me. So getting something like burning or some water. I like to put salt in water, bring a little earth in there too. But then I'll also name too that like our bodies are like uniquely designed to like hold all four of those elements. And so in a way, like we're always ready for ritual because we exist in these bodies and like we have bones that are earth and water flows through us and we bring air into our body through breath and life force and we have that like divine spark of life. So in a way, like we don't actually need anything outside of ourselves to hold ritual space. We are like uniquely designed to do that. So that feels really special. And then the other thing I want to just name is just like speaking to this like collective witch wound that we will like work on healing within ourselves, and then it will ripple out in here the collective. Just because I don't know if folks have heard this before, or familiar, but it's essentially this idea that there is this like psychic collective wound that occurred because of all of the violence against witches, mystic women, wise women, leaders, priestesses, that there is this kind of collective psychic energetic wounding that can show up, and I know for me shows up in imposter syndrome, being like irrationally scared of speaking my truth, feeling like yeah, like when I make an Instagram post or Facebook post afterwards, it's like it feels like I'm like have hurt myself somehow by like putting myself out there in that way. And it's really helped me to kind of take that outside of myself a little bit and be like, okay, I'm not just irrationally scared of being seen or speaking truth. Like I am actively like combating, fighting against, moving beyond this collective witch wound that has attempted to, well, really, like our ancestors tried to keep us safe by staying silent, staying hidden, and all of that. But we were born, in my opinion, to be seen, to break those patterns, and to really transform this world. And so, healing this with this witch wound feels really poignant, especially right now, where there's like so much division and so much kind of waking up from illusions. That our ability to tune into our own inner truth, tap into that divine feminine magic that is our birthright, and really share with the world. It feels needed. It feels like the word divine responsibility almost comes to mind. Like it's our birthright to do this. So I say all that. I want to like make space if there's any like questions or ahas that emerged before we like drop into a more kind of like healing ritualized space. Awesome. Okay. Whew. So before we drop in, I want to name, I work with Reiki energy, which literally just translates as sacred life force energy, spiritually wise life force energy. And so I'm going to let that energy guide most of this ritual. And it will probably look like a combination between a meditation and a journey. So if you want, you can sit, you can lie, whatever feels most comfortable for you. And of course, as we're moving through it, if your body needs something different, give your body what it needs. And yeah, without that, I feel, or was saying that, I feel like we're ready to drop in. Um, and then, Carolyn, is it possible for you to mute? I'm hearing a little bit of echo, and it's not like really problematic, but it's, thank you. Um, awesome. Okay, so in a way that feels right for you, I invite you to start to turn your attention inward, whether that means holding a soft gaze, closing your eyes, maybe placing hands on body. I'm going to invite the Reiki in to work with us. whether we're here live or watching the recording, I'm going to ask that the Reiki help to hold this sacred space and help to keep our sacred boundaries as we do this work. All right. As you feel ready, I invite you to imagine that roots are growing down from the base of your spine, out of your feet and legs, growing and stretching, pushing into the ground, connecting you with this planet. These roots of yours are uniquely yours and can grow in whatever way you wish them to. They can grow wide and offer you lots of support right now. They can grow deep, connect you with the nether realms. As your roots grow, I invite you to take a few breaths here, breathing in, feeling the support and the connection of the earth beneath us. As you breathe out, I invite you to release anything that you don't need to hold or carry in this moment in time. We'll take a few deep breaths here, letting ourselves attune to the earth, knowing that so much of the wisdom and magic that wishes to speak through us can be accessed through connecting with this beautiful planet. Allow your roots to stretch deeper and deeper, growing, expanding. And as you feel ready, imagine that these beautiful roots of yours are wrapping around the core of this planet, offering you sacred support and nourishment as we move forward in this space. Firmly rooted in the ground, I invite you to imagine that there's a portal opening up above you. From this portal, Reiki love and light is shining down on you now, pouring in through the crown of your head, moving all the way down your body, through your face and neck, radiating through your shoulders and down your arms, rolling down your chest and down your back, illuminating you, filling you with vibrancy and power. Feel this light move all the way down the back of your body and through your legs to your toes. And if you wish, you can also imagine that this beautiful, vibrant light stretches through your roots, illuminating all of your roots, sharing this light with the planet. From this space, firmly grounded, connected above, I invite you to invite your divine feminine, that part of yourself that is deeply intuitive, deeply connected to the natural cycles, deeply restful and full of pleasure. I invite you to call forth this aspect of self, to be present as we move forward in this ritual space. And as this aspect of self, this divine feminine that is you, that is me, that is all of us, makes herself aware to you, or maybe she doesn't, she's here anyway. I have a feeling that she has a bit of wisdom to share with us before we continue on. And if you are open to receiving such wisdom from the divine feminine aspect of yourself. Invite her to share that wisdom with you now. Being open to receive whatever comes through. Trusting that even if nothing comes through now, the whispers of this wisdom live within you and ripple around you. Take a few deep breaths here. Allowing whatever comes through to take root into your body. I feel moved to call into circle those parts of ourselves that are powerful, intuitive, deeply knowing, infinitely wise. These parts of ourselves that may have been severed from us in this society that would prefer we remain powerless. I invite you to breathe in, calling back your power. And as you breathe out, feel that power take root inside of you. Breathing in, calling back any parts of yourself, your soul that may have left you in moments of feeling disempowered. Breathe in and call that back now. We were born in this time for a reason. We were born perfectly able to do exactly what we came here to do. If you're just joining, we're taking some breaths in, calling back our power and letting it root back into us. The holy fire Reiki is working with each of us. I can feel it moving through very strongly. If you haven't, I invite you to imagine that roots are growing down from below you to anchor you into this space. Keep you firmly rooted as we move this big energy. As our circle continues to expand, I invite you to imagine that rather than sitting in a virtual space, that we are in physical circle together. I invite you to imagine that as we sit in circle together, that we are also joined by our ancestors and our collective well ones who embodied this divine feminine, this witch, this mystic, this priestess who were that. We invite them into this circle now, knowing that as we heal ourselves, it ripples out through time and space, healing all others. Remembering that we hold a unique tonal vibration in this universe. And as we work to harmonize our unique tone, we become one with this collective choir, and that our resonance sings throughout time and space. From this space in deep circle, I invite us to tune in to our heart space now. You can place hands on heart if that feels good. And we're going to invite love, divine love, unconditional love, to fill our heart space now with the help of the Reiki and the help of our own higher self. We're going to invite this love to radiate from our heart and fill our entire physical body. Breathing as that love grows and expands. And as we allow this radiant love that originates from our heart to grow and expand and fill our bodies, it also begins to radiate outward from us, touching others in our circle, filling our circle with love. I invite you to breathe here, letting that love build and grow. Knowing that if ever this energy feels too much, you can just anchor back into your roots or allow your eyes to open to anchor you back into your space. And as the love from our hearts begins to overflow from our being and touch the others in this circle and fill this circle, so too does the Reiki work with us, for it too is unconditional love, filling this circle, amplifying our own magic. And as we hold this space, we allow our collective intention to let this love move forward and backward through time. Moving back through time to all those who have been wounded by the society, particularly those who have been burned. We send this Reiki love back to them, letting our love, our power ripple through time and space now. Trusting the energy to do what is in the highest good for all. Knowing that we do not actually need to direct it, but that energy will move to where it is most needed to help us heal this witch wound and help us reclaim our own power. And as this energy moves back through time and space, it also moves back in our own timeline, both of this life and any other life that we may have lived. Healing those moments in space and time that have made us afraid of our power. Holding in love those moments when others made us afraid of our power. Holding with love any moment where we might have believed that we aren't powerful, that we aren't enough. Let the Reiki and our own love hold those moments in time. And as that energy continues to move backward in time, I invite us to come back into this present moment. Give yourself a little squeeze or a little wiggle if that feels good. For we are here and we are now. And in this moment, we are powerful and it is our time. I invite you once again to reconnect with your roots that have extended down into the earth. And as you breathe in, I invite you to breathe in the loving support of this earth and of this universe, because we are needed now, just as we are. Take a few more breaths, connecting and attuning to that earth energy. And as you feel ready, I invite you to once again open up to above, to the stars, to the universes, to the galaxies from which we have come, from which we are made, allowing that divine light, that universal truth to shine down on us now. And as we breathe in this cosmic truth, I invite you to call forth your highest self, your most powerful self. Invite this part of you to join us in circle now. Take a few breaths here, just attuning to that magical being that is you, that powerful one that has always been you. If you wish, you can send her gratitude. Maybe you also feel called to ask for forgiveness or apologize for denying this powerful part of yourself, for hiding from this powerful part of yourself, or from turning away from this magical one that is you. That's okay. That is how we were taught to stay safe, but now we get to be whole and powerful once again. If it feels right, invite you to allow yourself to be held by this part of yourself. Maybe that looks like a leaning back. Maybe that looks like a deep hug. Just let yourself be held here. And as this powerful, mystic, magical being that is you holds you, she has something she wants to share with you. If you're open to receiving, let her whisper it to you now. Allow yourself to be held here for a moment longer, sinking a little deeper into the embrace. Now we find ourselves in sacred circle once again. This time, though, we're joined by our power, reunited with our divine feminine. Mm. And in this space of sacred circle where we sit, reunited once again with that powerful, divine, feminine aspect of ourselves, we look around the circle and we see that everyone here in this circle is also joined by their divine might, their divine power. And as each one of us calls back our power, the power of our circle amplifies tenfold. Every time one of us calls back, remembers this power that is us, that has always lived within us, our power grows and ripples even stronger throughout time and space. And as we sit here in circle, connected with other divine, powerful beings who are incarnate now on this planet, who have been incarnate before, we realize that we are not alone. We have never been alone. We are held. We are supported. And each one of us is doing our part in exactly the way we were designed to do. And as we let these truths settle into our being and take root in our core, I invite you, firmly rooted and connected with your power, to radiate some of your truth, some of your light, some of your brilliance into the center of this circle. From the portal of our hearts, this radiance shines into the center of the circle, building and growing. Each one of us contributing our light and our might, never drained, both receiving and giving here. And as that light grows and shines brighter than any star, its light moves through time and space, shining light on the darkness, shining light on illusions, spreading truth and power, offering a way forward to ourselves and to others. And as this light continues to grow, it rises. It rises high up into the sky and shines down on not just this planet, but this entire solar system, much like our own sun. And as this light shines down, we can trust. We can trust that things are unfolding and the way they are meant to. We can trust that transformation is happening even when it feels messy and hard. We can trust that good things are coming even when there is evidence to suggest otherwise. We can trust that we are powerful enough right now to do what it is that we came here to do. This light shines down on all of us, is accessible to all of us whenever we need it. Ooh. And as we begin to move closer to a closing of this circle, I invite you back into your body once again. Give yourself a gentle rub or a gentle squeeze if that feels good. And just be present with yourself for a moment here. We moved a lot of energy here today. And I'm going to invite us into a short grounding to help this energy really take root in us and help ground us. So as you feel ready, take a couple of breaths in and let your awareness come to the top of your head. You're going to imagine that it's like a nectar present as you breathe. And it's washing over you now, helping to ground, helping to wash away anything that's ready to be released, helping to settle anything that might have been stirred up that's ready to be released. This nectar flows down your face, down your back, on your shoulders, in front of your chest and arms, washing you and protecting you now. Let it wash over the front of your body, down your chest and belly, all the way down to your hips. Washing down the back of your body as well, and your side body and legs. And as this nectar flows down your body and connects with the earth, soaks into the planet as an offering of love. Drop your awareness down to the roots that we planted and allow them to gently unfurrow if they were holding on to the core of this planet. And start to just come back to you, growing back up, up, up from the earth back into your body. And as they grow back to you, so too does a cocoon grow up and around you like a beautiful shell, offering you any kind of protection or comfort as this energy integrates, as whatever moves in you continues to move. Mm. Mm. And now close the sacred circle, sending gratitude to all those that helped us hold this space, all those who joined us in circle and offered their loving light, protection, support, and healing powers. Sending gratitude and thanks as we close this circle. And as we come back into our physical reality, I invite you to be really gentle here. Give yourself a little hug or a squeeze, or gently blink light back into your eyes. Take time before you make any sudden movements to really anchor back into this space where we are. Mm. Ooh, if it feels right, I invite you to just gaze at something in your physical space that feels nourishing and pleasurable, just to let your physical body anchor back into this reality. We moved a lot of energy, worked with a lot of other time, space, and realms, and letting ourselves anchor back in to our bodies. It's just important after such profound work. Mm. Ah.
Welcome back, everyone. Yay, thank you, sister, so much. Oh my gosh. Hmm. I feel so equally gooey, but also energized in in the strangest but most beautiful way. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for all of you for joining us as well. I want to leave some space if anyone would like to share about their experience, if you find comfort in community in that way. Also realize it might have been an extremely personal experience, so there's absolutely no need to or obligation, but I just felt such a strong communal energy um, in this particular event, which was so beautiful. Kristen, thank you for igniting that within all of us. It really felt like I was sitting in a big circle with you guys. So that's so great.
Yeah, I'll name that part felt like particularly like resonant when we like went into that space. Like it felt really powerful.
Mm.
Mhm.
Mhm. I'll um I'll share that one particular moment when you were having us connect with the energies in different timelines, particularly maybe some of our ancestors that might have been, shunned or burned for living a similar lifestyle that all of us are so gracious to be able to now. That felt so powerful for me, and I felt such a strong energy of fear and sadness and kind of overwhelm in that sense, and just tapping into that was so powerful. I don't know if anyone else experienced that, but that was wild.
Mhm.
I want to come off on mute and just share too that so I'm like wrapped up in my blanket right now because I still have like chills and I like kind of feel a little bit cold, but like I'm also sitting in my like 80-degree home in New Orleans without my air conditioning on. So like my brain is a little confused, but yeah, that was really nice. And I definitely the part where we were talking to like past selves, and we're talking about it being like safe and okay to like be powerful. I just started crying. I like was hugging myself, and like I think like little Erica was like, yeah, it's okay. Like we can be safe and powerful and seen, and it'll be okay, and bad things aren't going to happen. And so yeah, I just wanted to thank you and share that. I don't know if other people might have had similar experiences, but this was very powerful for me. So thank you so much.
Yes. If anyone has any questions too at all for Kristen, feel free. We have a little bit of extra time. Wonderful. Well, I thank you all so much for joining in this space and spending a little bit of your evening with us. And Jai, to all the other sisters that are watching the replay, I hope you enjoyed. You can let us know in the Instagram group if you like, or on Slack. And if you want to further connect with Kristen, you can visit her bio page in the Mystic Members Club, and you can figure out how to book calls with her and learn a little bit more about from her. And our full moon circle is next week, I believe, and then that'll be my last little bit of digital housekeeping. Morgan is going to lead our full moon circle, talk all about the astrological goodness, and then Halloween comes. It's just like the greatest time of the year. So I hope you all are having fun taking care of yourself. And I'm so grateful and so blessed to be here with you all. I love you all so much. I hope you have such a wonderful evening.